Yes, now we'll go to our next speaker, Mr. Andrew Firmston-Williams. He is the founder of Electrical Vehicle MI Solution Limited. He will talk to us about the light electrical vehicles for the fleet delivery in the so-called last mile. Mr. Andrew.
Hello, I'm hoping you can see my screen already.
No, you need to turn on your cam, Mr. Andrew.
All right, sorry.
Yes, now we can see you.
Now you can. Okay, that's good. Absolutely fascinating listening to the previous speakers. I'm going to bring you a perspective from the UK in particular. Hello virtually from Wimbledon in southwest London on a brave new day for sustainable road transportation. My name's Andrew Firmston-Williams, and I'm the founder and CEO of EVMI Solutions Limited, a company started in 2017 to develop innovative zero-emission solutions specifically for fleet delivery operators. I started my career way back in the mists of time in the London office of PwC, and before EVMI, from 2013 to 2016, in fact, I was in Switzerland as CFO and COO of a Swiss-listed lithium-ion battery maker called Leclanche SA. And you could say this was my epiphany, rather late in life, for clean tech generally. From there, I was hooked on clean tech and decided to focus on electric vehicles used in commercial delivery operations on my return to the UK in 2016. Hopefully that's brought up a new slide, and EVMI's mission is to find solutions for decarbonizing road transport, specifically to decarbonize the so-called last mile delivery in our cities and towns, and to make home delivery sustainable through meaningful reductions in CO2 and road congestion, with corresponding improvements in air quality. A very efficient way to do this will be through the use of a new range of full electric three-wheel cargo scooters, for which we have the first demonstrators already available in the UK and are also looking to wider markets. This picture, just up here, shows our small southwest London depot with a cross-section of the light electric commercial vehicles that we offer. Our solutions for this revolve around the use of innovative light electric commercial vehicles by fleet operators and local service providers within their last mile urban delivery operations. The range includes the award-winning ADIA AA Cargo, for which we have the exclusive UK importation rights. This is an all-electric three-wheel cargo scooter from Japan. In fact, designed in Italy and manufactured in Japan, which has already earned endorsement from McDonald's in Japan, where it's used by more than 600 outlets countrywide for McDelivery services. These vehicles are zero emissions electric three-wheelers, small and nimble, and similar in size to the petrol two-wheelers they will replace, but with a cargo capacity ranging from 400 plus litres and 100 kilograms. In other words, 2 to 3 times that of a normal moped or motorcycle. And for larger loads, all the way through to the Rapsev Bang with its tilting driver cabin, reversing camera, and around 1,600 litres of cargo space for up to 250 kilograms cargo with ease. Indeed, like a small van, but with the manoeuvrability and traffic busting abilities near to a motorcycle. And we also have a number of innovative custom configurations for different use cases, such as integration of the newly launched Delibots from Dometic onto the AA cargo. This gives a dual temperature active hot and cold box for local deliveries of restaurant quality meals to the home. Not so much meals on wheels as truly a case of gourmet meals on eco wheels. And as a total solutions provider, with the skill sets and certification from OZEV, the Office for Zero Emission Vehicles, to install and support electric vehicle charging equipment, we also have a number of related services in our product development roadmap, including but not limited to batteries as a service, BaaS for short, where battery maintenance is fully de-risked and the cost is spread for the vehicle operator. Also, depot charging, either for overnight charging or rapid charging to give fast operational turnaround during the working day. And under active development, battery swap stations, where ad hoc battery swapping on demand becomes a 2-minute operation, allowing maximum uptime for the vehicle operator. We know there's a number of vehicle makers already bringing electric vans to market, and we all know about the accelerated moves away from diesel in many regions. So just where is the opportunity and the niche where a small company like EVMI can make a difference? And what can we bring to the sustainability party? Well, we believe there's an opportunity reflected in a sweet spot for light electric vehicles that's largely under-recognized and untapped until now. That is to displace the many tens of thousands of petrol mopeds used for express local delivery, contributing to noise and air pollution in our towns and cities 24/7. These two-wheelers remain largely unsanctioned by congestion charging or by charging in ultra-low emission zones. And we need to and can find a better way. Road congestion and the stop-start traffic already adversely impacts sustainable operations day and night. And of course, the cost of daily living, and also increases tailpipe emissions and air pollution from idling engines still further. And we all know that two wheels, or better still, three wheels, can be a lot faster through traffic. And this remains true whether combustion engined or electric. So that our light electric three-wheelers are a better solution than electric vans in many cases. And despite man's best friend, as in this picture, acting as lookout in the front basket, we don't necessarily want to clog our cycle lanes or pedestrian areas with this sort of Leviathan adventure. To avoid scenes like this, to mitigate near-term climate crisis and the longer-term knock-on effects for the next generation, even though to some extent private motorists and van drivers can be insulated by air filtration during journeys inside their vehicles, we need to think about What about when they leave their cars? And what about the rest of us? And what about the rest of the day? However, even though these imperatives are clear for many of us, it's not rocket science to recognize that sustainable needs to include commercial and economic feasibility to be truly sustainable. Our mission statement, and indeed our daily reminder to self, is that all solutions offered need to be quieter, faster, greener, cheaper. Despite greater awareness of the real costs of climate change, this remains a multifaceted challenge for fleet operators who are driven by metrics such as total cost per volume or weight delivered, particularly in the last mile, which typically represents well in excess of 50% of total end-to-end delivery cost. And for widespread adoption, the case for investment in light electric vehicle solutions must not only be sustained with improved operational efficiency, reflected in typical fuel cost savings in the UK anyway, in excess of 2/3, and the reduced maintenance schedules for EVs generally versus their combustion engine counterparts, but also with the benefits, including public health, which flow from the substantial decarbonisation and improved air quality that can be achieved by this in the last mile, and by which the performance of delivery operators will ultimately be measured in the public domain if they want to remain investable. Unsafe air is already an issue of today, affecting public health at huge societal cost, with 80% of cities around the world experiencing pollution levels which exceed World Health Organization guidelines for safe air. By being a part of this new awareness and movement and contributing in those ways that we best can, we hope to benefit from access to companies, individuals and entities which are inspired like us to contribute to sustainable development, and in particular towards decarbonisation and reduced urban pollution from last mile delivery. Some of you may also remember this moment on Top Gear with the notorious petrol head Jeremy Clarkson. But in truth, it's really in daily commercial road delivery operations that the difference for emissions and air quality will be made for the benefit of all. And it wouldn't be right to finish without speaking about some blue sky, and in fact, the previous speaker spoke about so eloquently, the further potential benefits that can flow from widespread adoption of light electric vehicles, just as from other EVs. With bidirectional energy flow and spare energy stored in their onboard battery, several in our fleet of light electric vehicles will be able to act as a substantial backup store of energy at home, as well as storing solar energy, even if not used on road. A store of energy to provide support services for the grid, which may be increasingly stressed by intermittent renewable energy generation, and of course, the increasing levels of power required for EV charging, and even a mobile energy source for multiple uses off-grid, including emergency response and camping trips. And without indulging overly in a plug, we're hoping that being some part of this movement may help us to access equity and funding support from suitable investors who share our vision for this opportunity to build back better and to go the extra mile to deliver quieter, faster, greener, cheaper in our local communities for the benefit of. And finally, despite the serious messages, I leave you with this humorous epithet, which always somehow manages to put a smile on my face, whatever the challenges of each new day. So it looks like I'm a little inside the allotted time, and I'll be very happy to take any questions in due course that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Andrew, for this very interesting and smart project of bike, electrical bike. Sure, we'll have some more discussion during the panel. Please stay with us. Now we'll move. We want to check Dr. Mohammad Alam. Are you there? Dr. Mohammad Alam. Now we'll check Dr. Engineer Adib Al-Amin. We'll wait for Dr. Mohammed to say. Yes, Mr. Adib.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen.
We are glad to have. We are glad to have Mr. Adib Al-Amin. He is head of electrical vehicle charging solutions at Al-Fanar Construction Company in Saudi Arabia. He will talk to us about Al-Fanar's solutions and capabilities in electrical vehicles charging system. Mr. Adib, the floor is yours.
Yeah, just let me know if the screen is visible. My screen is visible.
Yes, we can see your screen. We'll try to exit full screen. Okay.
It's okay now?
But there is some echo, Mr. Deeb. If you...
So I'll try to fix it.
Yeah,
it's okay now? Or?
Yeah, it's okay now. You can go on.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. At the beginning, it's my pleasure to be part of this esteemed panelist, and will thanks Mr. Salem Alajmi to give us this opportunity to participate in this webinar regarding the EV and the future of the EV in the world. My presentation will be about Al-Fanar company EV charging solution and capability. I'll start brief about Al-Fanar company. Al-Fanar Group can say Al-Fanar founded in 1976. We are present in 24 countries. We have the R&D center. Our turnover around 2.2 billion USD. We have 26 factory and industrial unit in Riyadh. Al-Fanar have 14 years experience in power sector, engineering, and EPC and developing. We have plus 20,000 manpower, of them 2,450 Saudi employee. Our project volume during 2019, 8.86 billion Saudi riyal. Al-Fanar active in many sectors, mainly in the power sector, oil and gas, water, healthcare, digital infra, and social infra. We in Al-Fanar are proud to be a partner for KSA Digital Transformation Vision. We being the main developer of the 5 million smart meter project in Saudi Arabia, which deployed in 13,368 towns and villages in Saudi Arabia with 3 years operation and maintenance. This project gave clear vision about how Al-Fanar moving in the smart grid and smart energy sector, which for sure including the EV. Going deeply in the EV charging, we will go through Al-Fanar product in the EV charging. ZIV is a subsidiary of Al-Fanar, our leader in smart grid solution. with a unique mix of technology in production, control, communication, and smart metering and EV charger. We have deployed, we can say, 2,000 EV charger in Spain with main CPU, charge point operator, Iberdrola, and IBIL, as well ZIV as smart grid solution provider, participate in the smart meter rollout project and provide smart meter in Saudi project. One of our products in the EV charging, it's ZIV Spot. It's wall-mounted small AC charging station. ZIV Spot ensures that one of the features of it that ensure the charging is managed in the best way possible by considering the power of the installation. It allows also the program both to be deferred and dynamic load. This dynamic load management can be done at home requesting through adding additional accessory to measure the home consumption. Also, we can say for semi-public area, one unit can control a group of chargers to optimize the efficiency and installation cost. Yeah.
Yeah, there is some remarks from the audience. They are saying there is some echo with your sound. Can you reduce the speakers? Now you are muted. Can you remove the, can you unmute yourself?
It's okay now, the echo?
Now it's better, I think, for me. I hope it's fine.
Yeah, I can come back to the presentation.
No, yeah, you can move on, no problem.
Okay, so my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry for the echo. So the ZIV Spot charger, its maximum power is, we can say it's 7.4 for single phase and 22 kilowatt for three phase. ZIV Spot has a LED indicator and display to see at a glance the charge status. Additionally, ZIV Spot proposes a Bluetooth communication and application for an ease use through mobile application. We can see this in the diagram for single phase and three phase, where we have additional accessory for load management and dynamic load. The second product from ZIV is BRV-VP, is a smart dual socket EV charger. This charger allows for two simultaneous charger at the same time. It has single phase also for 7.4 kilowatt and three phase up to 43 kilowatt. The charger also supports the Type 1, Type 2 charging and OCCP protocol, which enables this charger to be connected to the charging management platform for proper engagement and efficiency for the operation of the EV network. This charger has RFID access also, and it can be connected to the mobile apps. On the way, we have our development team working on the DC charging. It will come soon to the market. It will be up to 125 kilowatt DC. This has main feature that small physical area, easy to operate and intuitive user interface. And this will be small volume to minimize the floor and occupation and facilitate installation. This is, we can say this is from product side. We have also an Alfanar, the Alfanar EV charging platform. It's a network management system platform. We in Alfanar believe that the CPUs, the charge point operator, are the backbone of the e-mobility industry. Alfanar offers the CPUs platform that streamlining and optimizing the EV charging operation, ensure that the CPUs can maximize their business opportunity while reducing the total cost of ownership and providing an excellent EV charging experience. We can see this is a platform that we can be monitor the operation of the 100 or 1,000 of EV charging on a specific city, for example, Riyadh or Doha. The main feature of this EV charging platform, we will enable the CPUs to monitor their network of the EV charging. The platform allows the CPUs to check the operational status on your EV charging, daily activity, and remote monitoring. This also they will provide him the facility to deliver real-time information necessary to optimize operation, analyzing business and technical data for efficient decision-making. Also, this the software platform will be interoperability, which means that it can be integrated with many EV charger manufacturers. It will not be
for single or dedicated EV charger. This platform it integrates in the past with many EV charger manufacturers. Not only ZIV, we have integrated with Tritium, EVSEC, and other EV charger vendor. So this is the main feature of the EV charger platform from Alfanar. We will go to Alfanar EV charging system solution. In that aspect, we are speaking at a complete system solution, not about the product or about the platform. As we said, in Alfanar, we are a main player in the power sector. Alfanar able to provide the complete ecosystem for EV charging. As we know that when you need to add an EV charger to specific premises, you need to enhance the power in the most of the cases where you need to add a backup substation, you need a meter, you need a distribution panel, EV charger, and for sure you need the EV charger platform to monitor your network. So Alfanar, in that aspect, it will be a one-stop shop where we are able to provide the complete product for EV charger system solution. From backup substation, metering, distribution panel, cables, EV charger, and EV charger platform. This is one of the main strengths of Alfanar in the EV charging solution. As you can see from the diagram, this is a simple diagram about how the EV solution will be. We in Alfanar, we are engaged in the production of all this product from switchgear to transformer to low voltage distribution panel, cable, and EV charging. So Alfanar offers a complete solution to roll out EV charging system. Our turnkey service includes hardware installation and station management on our interoperable software platform. Our turnkey approach for EV charging for the system solution, we will work with the CPU and with the utility to develop the site plan, collaborate with the local regulator, and design an EV charging layout that allow drivers to easily access and charge their vehicle. Also, Alfanar engineering and system design will support the utility and the charge point operator to define the use case for EV charging from billing perspective and integrated with the charging management system with the utility system, billing, and out management system. Adding to that, the charging selection and installation that Alfanar providing the EV charging solution hardware that is best suited for site and charging need, and take the responsibility for installing the charger and its auxiliary equipment. Our software solution also, as a product agnostic, gives the CPUs the ability to deploy charging infrastructure. Also, Alfanar offering operation and maintenance services, ensuring that your charging station maximize their uptime and provide a streamlined charging experience. Going to Alfanar reference project in the EV charging, we in Alfanar, as we said, we have ZIV, our main subsidiary in Spain. We deploy more than 2,000 EV chargers installed in Spain for Iberdrola and Ibel, the two leading Spanish EV charging operators. This EV charging integrated with the test control metering and telecommunication technology. The chargers have been installed in the public places, hotel, hospital, workplaces, and parking. The second reference project for Alfanar is in Emirates, where we know that DEWA, the Dubai Electricity, launched the EV Green Charging Initiative in 2015 to encourage the electric vehicle adoption with Dubai and support sustainable transportation to save the environment. Since then, DEWA has installed hundreds of EV charging stations all over Dubai. In that aspect, Alfanar has participated in the DEWA program, and we supply, commission, support, and maintain the electric vehicle charging solution, where Alfanar has supplied AC and DC charging solution during 2020 to Dubai. In the Saudi Arabia, we know that Saudi Arabia is still in the very initial stage of the EV market. Alfanar is the only qualified company nowadays to install the EV charging in Saudi Arabia. We are now in the pilot project is ongoing with the SEC, the main utility in Saudi Arabia, to install EV charging. Also, Alfanar committed to Saudi Vision 2030 to save the environment and the planet by adopting the EV and renewable energy. That's the brief presentation about Alfanar capability and solution in the EV charging.
Thank you, Mr. Adib, for this interesting presentations that you showed us a lot of capabilities of Alpanar company and its relation with the very nice international companies. Please stay with us for the discussion panels so we can have some more interactions with our audience. Now we'll try to make sure if Dr. Mohammad Alam still with us. I know there is some difficulties he has faced during this webinar. I hope he's now can be with us. Dr. Mohammad. I'll check the messages. Okay. Yes, Dr. Mohammed. I'm not